In this clip here you're about to watch by TaylorMade Golf, Tommy Fleetwood talks about his exact feel to start the downswing with the hips to get him really turning and striking that ball perfectly. And Tommy Fleetwood, being one of the best ball strikers in the game at this moment, if he says something, we need to listen. So let's watch Tommy and what he says.
And then the first move from the downswing will then be my left hip goes straight back, straight down that thing. I don't want it to sway, so I want it to go straight back, which then sets the club, and from there turn and hit and pass the ball.
So if golfers out there do exactly what Tommy just said, they'll be starting the downswing in not only a brilliant sequencing, but gaining a lot of power. So this is something that I've been preaching on the channel, and that is left hip going back to start off with. So we're not trying to spin, we're not trying to open up, we're not trying to slide and sway like Tommy was saying, so a sway and then a rotate. That's pretty much impossible to do that segmented. Tommy is saying just pushing that left hip back. So what that does, as we know, that gets the sequencing started exactly how we want. If that left hip is going back, that is getting you to where you are starting with that lower body. Then the upper body and arms can follow along for the ride, helping with a nice shallow shaft, keeping you turning through the shot, resulting in, of course, ball striking, which Tommy is absolutely famous for. So it's one of those moves that lets a lot of other things happen. So this is where it's going to fix a lot of golfers' concept of how to rotate the hips. So many of you are trying to rotate the hips with the right side, trying to get the right hip pushing forward. With the right hip pushing forward to start that downswing rotation is going to get you closer to the golf ball, which is going to push the club out, which is either going to get you to shank it or slice it. That is not the way to clear the hips. That's your typical spinning the hips that a lot of players try to do. Well, also could even get you stuck with your arms, the old tiger alley movement. So that's where pushing the left hips back, absolutely essential to do. Let's talk about a drill to do it. So my brand new winter improvement plan is in full swing, and it's not only proven to be incredibly popular, but it's also providing unbelievable results. And what this online lesson plan is with myself, it is 4 lessons per month for under the price of 2 individual lessons, unlimited communication, so messaging back and forth with myself. Any questions you have, you can ask me whenever. And also I have now included, not only on my winter plan, but on all my plans on Skillist, free access to all my video courses. So if you sign up to any of my plans, winter one absolutely included, you can get all my courses. So whether it's the new early extension course, rotation, shallowing, or over the top, you can watch all of them for no extra cost with that subscription. And of course, if you just want to pick up one of those awesome guides, which are absolutely packed with amazing information, way deeper than I could ever go and hear on YouTube, and with amazing drills that are tailored to you specifically, you can pick those up individually also over on Skillist. The link for all of this is down in the description here. And if you also want just to have individual lessons with myself, so I've got 3 different packages of individual lessons, you can absolutely choose from those too. So if you don't want to do a plan, that's absolutely fine. I'll be more than happy to work with you regardless. So let's make 2024 season your best season ever. Link in description for online lessons with myself. So we're not only going to do 1 drill, we're going to do 2 drills. First drill we're going to do with an alignment stick, and I've just got a little head cover on just so you can see it. So we're placing this alignment stick around a couple foot behind where we're actually standing, and would really be behind our left glute. So as we can see here, definitely a couple foot behind me, behind my left glute. All I want to do is try to push my left hip back as much as I can to where I am going to try to hit this with my left hip. Am I actually going to do that? No, I'm absolutely not. But having something that's far behind us here, trying to get that left hip pushing back onto it, is going to exaggerate the move. It's going to get us into that left hip going back, that more hip flexion move. It's almost like there's a lemon here, and we're squeezing a lemon in our hip crevice. So let's try and hit that with our left hip. And that really gets you moving in that fashion and really exaggerates it. And that's what we all need. We all need a bit of exaggeration, because what we feel in the golf swing is never real. And if someone is just trying to use their mental conscious ability to be able to do this move without anything helping them, without any stimulus, any feedback, you're not going to do it. So that's where this is targeting that extreme, as we said, nature. So we're really trying to feel extremely exaggerated, and that will get us to where we would want to go. So there we go. That will be a great drill to grind away at. When we really start to do this, really get that hip pushing back, we're going to start to see a few things happen. Start to see that club shaft shallowing also, and just that continuous rotation. The more you push that left hip back, which is why I like this drill, the more you're pushing it back and back and back, trying to hit just that stick there, you're going to keep that rotation going through the golf ball. You're going to get that left side moving into more extension, so that's going to help you push out the ground as well. So many good things start to happen. So the other drill here, what we can do, this is one I've talked a little bit on the channel recently. Get yourself to where you have got a wall or netting, a club, so a club grip, the grip of the golf club, distance behind you. Then what we do, get the club to where it touches the wall. And then what I want you to do, feel nice and loose with your arms, push the left hip back to where you feel like it's going to hit the wall. What you're going to notice, as soon as you do that, the club shaft, or the club face, sorry, starts to slide down the wall. And then all we do from there, once we get to halfway down, keep pushing that left hip back, turn around the corner. So if I grab a ball here and just, let's say just tee this up, just nudge it down there, I'm just trying to let the ball just get in the way. I'm not trying to hit it any distance. Doesn't matter how I hit it as I'm doing this drill, just so I'm making contact with something. So, grip distance behind me, club touching the wall, left hip back, club sliding down, little turn. That gives the totality of the downswing. That gets you shallowing, that gets you rotating, that gets absolutely everything. So again, we could do this with, let's say, a wall behind us with some foam balls would be great, some airflow balls. Left hip back, club sliding down, turn. Brilliant. So we can do that. We can also do it with an impact bag. We've got that feel. That's the left hip going back. Encourages the shallowing move also. And then again, we could do that. Come back to our little station here with that stick behind us. Push that left hip back onto the stick. Let's give another one. There we go. Brilliant. So if we can grind away at that, get that feeling, feel like someone's right behind you. You're trying to push that left hip back, doing exactly what Tommy said. You're going to not only improve your ball striking, you're going to improve your distance with every single club also. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button if you want more golf instruction, just like this. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button to be notified every time I put out a video.